plane for Nairobi via Tamboza took off on schedule, Your Excellency.
Was everything arranged?
According to our Lumbu agents, everything.
Good. Germany has been kept out of Africa long enough.
Hello there, Chatterton here. What? In a storm over the middle jungle? You say your people have lost radio contact? All right, thank you. Let me know, will you?
Storms are the usual on this route, sir, and no planes have ever crashed.
Yes, I know that, Rogers, but this plane is carrying an important passenger, Secret Service. Alan Courtney's niece, Pamela, sent here by London. She's to find her uncle in the jungle and persuade him to investigate our suspicions that the Nazis are stirring up the natives.
Fine consolation for a forced landing in the middle jungle.
Bit thick, Skipper.
I say, look there. Beyond that hill, it's flat and open. I'm ahead of you, old man. If we get over this ridge, we may live long enough to be clawed by a lion.
I never thought we had a chance.
Neither did I. You know, Chuck, that wasn't included in your book. Brakes don't hold. We can't have everything our own way.
How is she?
Due to wake up with a headache. Otherwise, okay.
Our pilots never had a chance. Bob. You know, this girl claiming to be Courtney's niece worries me.
Maybe it's true. How can the Nazis suspect us when actually we're just travelers?
The Nazis ain't bad hunters, Bob. Maybe she's a spy. We don't know if Courtney has a niece.
Could be. But meeting her on the plane might be just a coincidence.
Yeah, like you coming to meet Courtney in Tamboza. Accidentally, on purpose.
Oh. Oh. Ooh.
How do you feel?
I think I'm still in one piece. You're lucky to get out of that crash alive.
Yeah, but don't ask me how it happened, because I don't know. Anyway, we're safe.
Boys, we aren't safe here.
What do you mean?
This is the middle jungle. Only territory in all Africa still unexplored. This is where I rest.
Boy, am I glad you said that.
All astrologers carry their good luck for you. What do the stars say if we meet the natives?
I don't need astrology to give me the answer to that one. Just stay clear of them.
The Tongghili feel the same way about you.
How well organized are they?
More than you'd think. They're controlled by an all-powerful judge. When the chiefs disagree, he makes the decision.
Then actually, this judge rules all the tribes of the middle jungle, doesn't he?
Yes. He derives his power from a secret that only he and his successor know.
Kamanova Omo, Kwaluzargo Waraganza.
So you see, it would be quite a nasty mess if the judge organized the tribes against England.
Or if some other power persuaded him to do it and helped him.
It would be just the sort of intrigue Germany would undertake, don't you think?
You sound like a Nazi.
I say, I was just thinking the same thing about you.
Nazis, unexplored jungle, wild animals. That does it. Amboza, here I come.
How soon will you get confirmation? Anything more to report? That's all for now.
Yeah. I'll ring you back as soon as Berlin acknowledges your message.
That puts us up to date with Berlin.
Headquarters approves.
Why not? Everything has been accomplished exactly as ordered. Well, Lang, you objected to me last night listening at Chatterton's. What about it now?
Not worth the risk. You only learned what we already suspected, that the English know there are German agents in the middle jungle.
Ah, but suspicion is never fact.
We know now what we only suspected before.
No, that's the same thing as saying that I don't know the night plane crashed last night because I didn't see it.
You have every right to believe that it is down. But can you be certain that Miss Courtney has been destroyed?
Well, I'm having natives check just to make sure.
Exactly. That's why I was eavesdropping last night, to make sure. Well, Denker, what about the plants?
The experiment seems to be working.
Good. Interesting development of these species.
Yes, Fräulein Doctor. We shall make agricultural history with them.
Better yet, because of them, the English will never suspect that we are the German agents they're looking for.
Now, we're having enough trouble with the English Secret Service as it is, but now, how about the Americans?
As far as we know, the Americans are sending no agents.
If they do, we could have another plane accident.
Correct. But seriously, Lang, the control of Africa depends on us here, as much as Germany's worldwide plan depends on other key agents.
Yes, I forgot. The High Command is anxious to start the war.
When will the new judge of the Tongghili be murdered?
As soon as he's named his successor.
You guarantee, do you, that our man will be chosen?
I could yesterday.
Why not today?
Lothel, the mystery queen of the jungle.
It is now my duty to decide which one of you shall take my place when I'm gone. Always there are 3 candidates. Where is the third?
I'm here, Godak, our new judge. You know us, Godak. We whom our chiefs have named for your consideration. You know also that once I saved your life.
Orban, Kaiba, Mati. Each of you is worthy to succeed me, but there is need for only one, Mati. Tongu, our founder, named the first judge and gave to him this sword. Because I know the secret of this sword, I am now your judge. But the woman who walks through fire comes to counsel with us. Open the door.
I come again to warn you. There are enemies in the middle jungle, sent from across the wide waters. Choose the candidate who knows no strangers. Choose Kaiba. I am called Lothel.
Take your time, Noma. Take your time.
The big bird. It fell in the jungle.
Did you find it?
Yes, brother. In the trail of 1 woman and 2 men. I saw them.
You don't look like a future judge to me. What happened?
Lothel doesn't like me. She chose Kaiba. She said Kaiba didn't know strangers.
How would you like to prove to Lothel that you hate strangers as much as she does?
Very much. Lothel makes me afraid.
I thought so. You listen to what Noma has to say, and then I'll tell you what to do.
Hey, what are you waking up for? It's the girl's turn.
Oh, let her sleep.
I'd rather have you take over than her anyway.
She was so determined to take her turn that I agreed. But after all, Chuck, what she doesn't know won't hurt her.
What were you saying?
Uh-oh.
Thanks for the consideration, boys. But you forget I've stood watch on safari before. And I wake up on time. It's much more comfortable in the cave than out here. Well, am I watching or all of us?
Jesus, Spy, this is a swell time for her to double-cross us.
She might be a Nazi agent and still have no connection with the natives.
And no sign of a struggle either. My rifle's gone.
Ramba, Naka, Zanga. When your friends use all their bullets, my men will kill them. I will take you to Carker. So make Lothel, Queen of the Jungle, my friend. Andoka.
This native's rifle would have killed us if it hadn't been for you.
You saved me last trip. This one's on me. This is an old model.
What's the difference, old or new? The point is, how do the Tongghili happen to have rifles?
Don't ask me. Hey, this is a Mauser.
Yeah, made in Germany.
Nazis?
Yeah, the same Nazis that girl's probably operating.
There's a crevice in the back wall, but it don't get any place.
That's a good idea, taking a look.
Well, we're sure on one thing. It's going to take more than an idea to help us when we run out of ammunition.
I will help you. I am Lothel. You did not find the way, but I came here through it. Follow me.
Wait a minute.
Trust me. I trust you.
When the fire goes out, Carker will come.
Drums.
Wait.